Coach, first off, congrats, 90-68. This is one of my favorite games, especially when we win, because of what happens afterwards. How special is it for you? We'll get to the game in a minute. How special is it for you to be able to pray over the seniors and show that video where you guys speak directly to them?
Really cool. It's a great idea by the school to do the video. Something those guys will have and look at. I think it just shows the appreciation that we have. But I also love the players' comments, just how much they appreciate our fans and the GCU community. I thought was really special. But as a coach, to get seniors, especially after you win, and with the success that this group has had so far, really cool to honor them in front of everyone. And the faith of our school makes this school special. That's what separates us from other schools in the country, is being able to pray with our guys, being able to help them grow in their faith and grow into men. And so it's a blessing, and it's great to have, Lake Nation, that we share a similar faith and same faith, and we can help these young guys grow.
Every senior class you've ever coached has been special to you, I'm sure, in different ways over the years of your coaching career. How do you put this one into context about the way they impacted, especially the ascension and the timing of the program?
Yeah, last year what they did was special. 30 wins, second round in the NCAA tournament. This year they've done some really good things. It's just they did so many great things last year. It's hard to not talk about those first and foremost. But, this year, again, they put up 23 wins. They have the first Power 4 win in school history. Right now they're 13-2 in conference. Those are all things to really be proud of. And then again, we played without the preseason player of the year for what is this now?
7 games, I think?
5 conference games. Yeah, almost a third of the conference season he hasn't played. And so really proud of them collectively as a group. And, we're sure hopeful that our best basketball is still ahead of us.
Coach, you said the main thing about this, we can't control what happens. Utah Valley won tonight. Can't control what happens on Saturday. Can only control ourselves. You wanted the guys to be playing better basketball. What did you think of the effort tonight?
We weren't as focused early. I don't know if it was senior night, but we didn't start the game. I think when you're missing free throws and when you're not executing simple things on offense that you have for the last 2 weeks, I think focus is an issue. And so for whatever reason, the focus wasn't great to start, but I thought the last 5 minutes of the half, our defensive intensity turned up. We started to get some deflections, get some steals. And then, second half, again, didn't start the half great, but then, had a really good run to build it up, I think, to 15, 16, 17.
One of the things that you said has to be better this time of year is the ball handling, ball care. That's the third straight game where it's been more around that number that you expect. You're averaging about 11 turnovers these last 3 games. What do you think of the guys' decision making right now?
Yeah. Thought for the most part we did a good job. A couple of those. I know Styles at the end was trying to get some guys some baskets. But 11. Our goal is 10 or under if we can. But that helps you play winning basketball when you can have 20 assists, 11 turnovers.
Coach, one of your seniors, Ray Harrison, 13 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, and just 1 turnover with 4 steals. Those 13 points now put him at 1,423. He's number 5 on the all-time scoring list, number 3 on the D1 scoring list. His impact in just 99 games. Yeah,
he just has a knack to score the ball, and he does it quietly. He had 13 tonight. He had some key baskets in a stretch where we built the lead. And, we've seen him do this for 3 years. There's been games he's just flat out put us on his back. And, especially 2 years ago, he put us, the whole team, whole program on his back and, helped get us to the NCAA tournament. And so, we like where he's at right now. I think he's in a great mindset with his approach. He's scoring when it's needed, but he's also defending, and he's exerting a lot of energy on defense, guarding sometimes the best player on the other team.
You got 6 special seniors, but it's a little different with Ray, isn't it? He's the guy that's been here most of your time here.
Yeah, Ray, it's really rare for someone to be in college for 3 years. and for him to stick around, I think just shows, how much first he appreciates and enjoys GCU, but also speaks to his character. He's not, when he's committed to something, he's committed to something. And, that comes down from his family. And so, he's definitely the type of character that you want in your program. And the type that, he's leaving a legacy, and hopefully his legacy will be even bigger, in the next few weeks.
Coach, I said in the broadcast when Jacoby was going off in the first half, it's bittersweet to watch him on senior night. It's sweet because he's so good. It's bitter because we only got him for 1 year. What impact has he had in that short time here?
Yeah, I think it took a little while to feel his way in. He could always score, but we've liked his defense, his rebounding. He's made, big strides in those areas and really efficient tonight. He looked 6 for 9, 7 for 9 from the free throw line. Just a really efficient, game from him. So, it'd be nice if he was only a junior and we had him another year because we certainly enjoy having him around.
Can we call that Butler year a JUCO year?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not a JUCO.
We're trying.
Are you sure it wasn't Butler Community College in
yeah,
Kansas?
I thought it was.
Change the transcripts.
We're turning every stone that we can.
Saturday, you'll play without knowing Utah Valley's outcome because they'll play at night. Is that irrelevant to you because you're more concerned about how you're playing going against a conference tournament? You're playing a team that turned over Utah Valley 19 times tonight.
Yeah, obviously Abilene's really played well. They've won 4 out of 5 going into tonight at their place. We lost there last year. Quick turnaround. It is a 3 o'clock game, so we leave tomorrow. And so there's a lot to prepare in the next, short 36 hours. And a huge game. We got to take care of business on our end, play as best as we can, and then, hopefully put ourselves in a situation to see what happens in the night game.
I got to ask you, on senior night, families are here, everybody's so happy. You don't yell at anybody on senior night, do you?
Well, we definitely want to play at a certain level, and at times we weren't at that level, but it was nice to see the guys regroup. And senior nights are hard. These guys have tons of people that flew in, and so there's a lot of distractions, last night for them all day today, arranging stuff. And so it's a great day of celebration for them, but in a way you're also happy that you can move on now and get back to really locking in on basketball more.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the victory. Thanks for the time. We'll see you down in Abilene in a couple of days.
Thank you. Thanks, those fans.
That's head coach Bryce Drew with